So you want to know how to lose fat? Are people pressuring you to look like this guy? Discount Matt Damon? Well, you won't have to be like that, or any of these guys, because you can look like this guy. Hey everyone, it's Function 101, and like I said in the intro, I'm going to be telling you how to lose fat. That's right. So what are we going to be talking about first here? Well, first we'll be talking about the type of exercise you should be doing. And if you don't know, I released a video on top 4 cardio exercises where I basically talk about this part. It will be linked here. So yeah, watch that video. But I'll just give you a short, brief explanation of what I said there. Your exercises should be intense, you should get tired. It shouldn't be like 30 minutes jogging. It should be like 30 seconds sprinting. Exercises like that. And the best time to lose fat is first thing in the morning before breakfast. That's right, you need to get off your butt. You need to wake up a little early, but you will get the most benefits by doing a cardio exercise first thing in the morning before having breakfast. If you feel like you're really hungry, you can have a banana or something, but otherwise do it first thing in the morning before breakfast. That's the best time to lose fat because your body is in a fasted state, so it's relying more on the fat reserves that you have left in your body from the previous day. Now let's talk about your diet. Yeah, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, is it? But you know for a fact that you can improve it. And if you do improve it, you will see the results. Because your diet consists of 80% of your results. You can exercise as much as you want. If your diet's bad, you know, it's not gonna happen, alright? So, what kind of food should I be eating, Function? Well, you know what kind of food you should be eating. It's what kind of food you shouldn't be eating, and you should avoid eating those fatty things like potato chips, your McDonald's burgers, your fast food, all of that kind of stuff. You'll notice I didn't say chocolate. Milk chocolate is also good for your heart, but dark chocolate is preferable for a low-fat diet. So you should try to get dark chocolate when you can. Not that much. I'm not saying get all the dark chocolate from the Hershey store. Okay, just get small amounts of dark chocolate. So eat in moderation. And another thing, eat smaller, more frequent meals. I know this sounds cheesy. You've probably seen those buff guys, you know, saying it's wrong, it's stupid. Alright, but I'm sure they don't have six-pack abs, so they just know how to get buff, which is good for them, but we want to know how to lose fat. So what I mean by this is you should be having meals that are not exactly snacks. They should be smaller portions of what you would usually have and more frequently throughout the day. So instead of 3 big meals, you would have like 6 smaller meals throughout the day. On the days that you do have breakfast, you should have a big breakfast, alright? Then some small meals throughout the day, medium lunch, and then some smaller meals throughout the day. Dinner should be the smallest because this is the time before you're going to sleep. So dinner should be the smallest, and you should avoid eating anything 2 hours before you sleep because this is when your body needs to digest, and when you sleep, your digestive process has been slowed down, so it'll tend to store more fat. So don't eat in those 2 hours, but I know you still will because midnight snacking. Now, you'll notice I said when you eat breakfast. Well, that's because there's this thing called intermittent fasting. Yes, it should be done about twice a week, maybe thrice a week. This is when you wake up early and you avoid eating anything for the first part of your morning. Alright, so say you get up at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. You don't eat anything till about 12 or 1. That's when you start eating. But don't do this too many times. Like 2 times a week is more than enough. You don't need to not eat anything for 7 days a week. You should have a good breakfast on the days that you're not doing this, but on the days that you are, you should be having a schedule like you get up at 7 a.m., you go for your cardio, and then you continue your work, and then at 1 a.m., at 1 p.m. you start having a good lunch. And because of this fasting, you should have a good, bigger lunch than you would on the days that you're not fasting. Alright? Next thing is mindset. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, he's gonna tell me I need to be motivated. I need to have positive mindset. I'm gonna tell you do that too, because that's very important. Alright? No. What I'm gonna tell you is something akin to the placebo effect. So, we all get forced to have unhealthy food now and then. Your friends are like, hey, I need pizza. Let's get some pizza. And then you're stuck at your friend's house with pizza. What are you gonna do? Right? Well,
you're gonna eat that motherfucking pizza.
Yes, you are. And here's what you should do in order to make eating that pizza actually valuable, actually beneficial for you. Alright? When you're eating that pizza, before you eat it, try to convince yourself that you need the pizza right now. Try to convince your body that it needs this. It's running low on energy. You're getting very sleepy and you need the carbohydrates. By doing this, you kind of trick your body into burning more fat than it usually would because it starts thinking it's in an emergency situation. The power of the mind is real, people. And you may be laughing at me because I said that, but I'm not as fat as you. So what you want to do is, before eating that pizza, get the mindset. Your body will begin to burn more fat as you're doing it. Alright? It'll start to convince itself, okay, he's right, we must be in an emergency. Obviously, you're better off avoiding the pizza, but I'm saying if you're forced to have it, try to keep this mindset thing. It will help, I promise you. Alright? And finally, some things that people tend to ask me that are just completely wrong. Should I be doing ab exercises in order to lose fat? Alright, let me tell you something. Losing fat is completely different from building strength. It's basically the same thing as asking, should I be doing bicep curls to lose fat, okay? No. Actually, ab exercises are bad for losing fat because you're only using your abs. You're not using the rest of your muscles. That takes less energy, so. Ab exercises will only help with your ab strength, which will help show definition once you've lost more fat. But first you need to lose the fat, right? And this one rustles my genes. This one just, I want to lose fat here. How do I do it? What kind of, you don't choose where you lose fat, don't. You can't choose where you lose fat, alright? Because you just lose fat where your body chooses to lose fat. You don't choose, your body does that for you. And this is the hardest place to lose fat. So this is the last place you should expect fat to go. So don't just say, I want to lose fat here, should I be doing leg raises? Alright, that's not how it works. You just do any cardio exercise that's good. You can't target a place to lose fat.
What a rip-off!
And finally, don't overdo it. Alright? I know you want to get that beach bod, but the thing is, it takes time. Okay? It'll take a month, depending on how fat you are. You know who you are. Just keep going for it. You will eventually lose fat. Now, speaking of losing fat, you need to get your butt moving. And how can you do that? By using your hands to click on that subscribe button. Use that energy. Yeah. And then you'll catch more of my videos. Because we all know you love my videos, right? And stay tuned for my next upcoming video on making fun of vlogs.